What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sensation Nation. I am back. To talk about something brand new, a different topic. In this case, it is the results of my ancestry test. A few weeks ago, I posted out there that I had finally taken the plunge to take the test because I really wanted to know my roots. I think it's important for us to know where we come from in order to really truly know where we're going in life. So I think it is important that we get to know ourselves. We should embrace ourselves wholeheartedly, but we have to know what the core is, what our inner core is and our foundation is before we can truly determine who we really are. The next step for me was to just simply identify my background, where I come from, all of that. It's important to me. I have not fully embraced who I was because I didn't really truly know who I was. In my professional career, I am older than my peers. I used to shy away from talking about that. I've got at least a decade on some of my peers. But I embrace that, because age is beauty. And to live a long life is something that we should commend ourselves for, because not everybody gets a chance to do that. As I said before, I'm not old, you're young, right? So listen, I am so excited to announce the results of my ancestry test. There are a few surprises. I highly anticipated that there would be some sort of Native American in there, but there wasn't. And I am completely okay and 100% excited for the results. So without further ado, let me break down the results for you. 28% from Nigeria, 28%, which is the heaviest weighted portion of mine. 18% from Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples, also on the western coast of Africa. 15% Ivory Coast and Ghana on the west coast of Africa. 12% Benin and Togo on the west coast of Africa. 10% Senegal, also west coast of Africa. Mali, 6%. That's the biggest bulk of where my roots derived from the country, the native country of Africa, folks. Knowing where you come from, like literally having it here and being able to say and see, hey, I know where my family derived from. It's big for me. There were a couple of other spatterings throughout. 3% Norway, 3% Scotland, 2% Ireland, 1% Nigerian East Central, 1% Southern Bantu peoples, 1% Indigenous Americas, Mexico, believe it or not. But again, those were very low percentages. Highly encourage anyone to go out there and check this out. For me, knowing that the heaviest weight was on the Nigeria side, 28%, and 18% coming in second for Cameroon. Such a big deal for me to be able to see this information and this data. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I have a lot more research that I need to do to kind of dig into. I'm already seeing second cousins and third cousins popping up on the app for Ancestry. It's amazing to see that journey, as you saw, as again, no surprise, some of my ancestors, how they were relocated, if you will, from Africa over to the United States. The biggest area of landmass that was that I could focus on was North Carolina, Virginia, Alabama, South Carolina, but the vast majority that they were able to cue in on for me and my background was Central Georgia, Northern Central Georgia, which is where I grew up, right side of the Augusta area. So, and seeing Warren County and all those folks. I had a couple of comments and saying, hey, I can't wait to see what your results are going to be. And some people were like, hey, be careful what you wish for, things like that. It is a little bittersweet to look at that ancestral track and to see, because it goes that detailed where you can actually see the points in time where my relatives were slaves, and when the owners would sign them over to their children in their will. One portion of my family I could see as a family was sold off for like $5, which probably was a lot back then, but still, just putting that into perspective and just thinking back that, some of my people were actually property. They were owned by someone, relocated from their native land and brought to another place here. Nevertheless, we have come a long way. We still have a long way to come. I think it is important for us to know our history, know the real history, not some of the stuff that you may have not been exposed to earlier. You got to dig a little deeper, find out who you are, where you come from. So looks like I will be continuing to embrace my African American heritage. It is extremely exciting and pleasing to know exactly where I come from. So to those that are thinking about doing it, simple and easy process. It was a birthday gift for me after having mentioned a few times that I really wanted to know my background. They send you the kit in the mail. You get a saliva sample, pre-packaged, pre-postage, put it in the mail. They track every single step of the way when they've received it, when they've started analyzing it, when they've gotten your results, all in the app. So highly encourage you all, if you really are curious about your background, please dig into it. It is important, again, to know where you've come from so that you can truly know where you are going. Hey, thank you all for dialing in again. I hope this has helped somebody. Until next time, I'm out.